I am a woman that have experienced what it means to be stuck in life. I'm a woman that have experienced an imbalance in one area of my life, and having that experience impact other areas of my life. So talking about how this incident disrupted my life, and I mean a 360-degree disruption. So it impacted every area of my life. You talk about health, you talk about relationship, you talk about my career, you talk about my finances, you talk about my spirituality, my social network, even my self-esteem was greatly impacted. I am someone that I put in my best in my job. So when my performance was affected, it was very obvious. I remember my line manager calling my attention to say, this is what is happening to your performance. What exactly is going on with you? So that experience, I was dying inside, and that was all that mattered then. I didn't realize that my performance at work mattered, and so I neglected that area of my life. And thanks to good line managers who noticed and were able to proffer help, I know that I have a very few circle of friends, but I realized that while I was in that relationship, I didn't open up to my friends. I didn't tell anyone what I was going through. Even when I left, it was difficult for me to open up. It was just a few friends that knew what was happening to me. And by the time I opened up to share my story, some friends of mine had issues with me, like, Nkem, you were going through all of these things and you could not tell us. So it took a lot of damage control. It took a lot of reconciling relationships, okay, for people to build trust in you. So that was how my relationship, my social network was affected. At that point in time, I was constantly ill. From one sickness to the other, from one ailment to the other, and I did not realize what was happening to me until I was forced and compelled to visit a doctor. So when I met my doctor, I ran through all the tests you could think of. My doctor had to call me, to his consultation room and said, Nkem, nothing is actually wrong with you, but I think the problem here has to do with your mental state. He was actually the one that said, Nkem, right now you have to prioritize your peace of mind. You have to prioritize your happiness. If you have to go on vacation, go on vacation. If you have to go, just find anything that makes you happy. At that point in time, my health was, I can't even think of my eating habits. I was eating so much to the extent that I was putting so much weight and I exceeded my BMI. I couldn't even climb the stairs. As I'm climbing the stairs, I was constantly palpitating. So a lot of things happened to me. Do I talk about my finances? Like, I lost everything. Everything I ever had. I had to start all over again. I had a first-hand experience of what depression is. It was so bad that I also had suicidal thoughts. Like, I didn't believe in myself anymore. I didn't believe in living anymore. I remember at some point asking my sister, like, what am I living for anymore? Why will this happen to me? Like, why me? I began to question a lot of things. But the only thing I didn't question is, who am I outside of all of these things, outside of status, outside of position? At some point, I just did not see the essence of living. But there was one thing my sister told me. She said, Nkem, I want you from this moment to start all over. So it was the point of starting all over that my transformation began. But before that transformation, I did a lot of things. Before that transformation, I went through a coaching process. I realized that life is beyond my job. Life is beyond marital status. Life is beyond my material possession. But there is actually an essence why God put me here on earth. So I began searching for that meaning. I began searching for that purpose. And until I got clarity about that purpose, the reason why God placed me here on earth, my mindset had a 360 transformation. I was able to go through this experience from a state of being stuck, a state of being hopeless and helpless, to getting help, to seeing the potential that I carry as an individual, understanding who I am, coming to a place of self-awareness, understanding my purpose in life, and running with this purpose, running with this vision. I was able to help myself. And that is actually what I do at the Work Life organization, helping people who are stuck, helping people who are overwhelmed, helping people who are hopeless and helpless, and helping them discover who they are truly created to be and begin to live a meaningful, productive life, and ultimately bringing them close to the Father's heart. My purpose in life is to energize and empower people to live meaningful, productive lives and ultimately bring them close to the Father's heart.